Hello, welcome to Mona King Creative Design Studio. I'm Mona King, the creative director in my company. And today I would like to interview a very good friend of mine and also a like-minded entrepreneur, the one and only Simon Charles. He's the managing director of Optitude 360 Search and Selection, a new recruitment agency. And also, he started 2 companies at a time. So Simon, would you like to introduce your new companies?
Sure. Well, just to say,
Yeah.
to start off with, thanks ever so much, Mona, for asking to interview me today. I feel very, very honoured.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so look, I've started 2 new companies. The first one is called Optitude 360. At
Sure.
Optitude, I'm using a range of clever
Yeah.
psychological techniques to
Yeah.
help companies find great leaders and save
Yeah.
on the cost of making
Yeah.
bad hires. The second company that I've set up is called Optitude Outplacement and
Yeah.
Career Management, where I'm going to be focusing on two groups of people. I'm going to be working with those that have been made redundant,
Yeah.
get back into the workplace, and find the sort of roles that they need, whilst improving their communication skills when they
Yeah.
do, and their confidence along the way. Second thing that I'm going to do in terms of career management, having been a headhunter for the last 25 or so years, you get to know what it takes to move
Yeah.
forward in companies. I'm going to be working with people on things like
Yeah.
putting their CVs together, and working with them through interviews and presentations, and ensuring that their skills are really up to date and that they're really going to go and smash it when they're looking to make that move to
Yeah, sure. Thanks very much. And because I remember that we have been talking about the leadership quite a bit.
Yes, of
So
course.
could you explain why the leadership is very important?
Okay. It's really interesting. Every year I get to meet an awful lot of leaders. So, I'll be honest, some of them are very good, some of them a little bit less so. My clients usually have very high demands of the sort of person that they want. So it's really, really important to ensure that we're taking people through interviews that are going to really deliver. At least for the last 15 years, I've focused on something called attitudinal-based selection. So it's a little bit different to your competency-based interviewing or your behavioural-based interviewing. I'm more interested in individuals' real ingrained attitudes that make them, really, really be good at leading others. And I guess a question that I'm asked very often is, what's the difference between managers and leaders? Well, managers are a very tell, as it were, do this, do that. Well, I need this thing done by XYZ date. Whereas leaders, rather than being tell, they're very pull. They're looking to pull people with them. In order to be a leader, you need to have followers. You have to have people that are going to not only willingly follow you, but you're going to have people that are going to hopefully be loyal to you, and they'll want a little that you want them to do, as opposed to the manager who's just telling them what to do.
It's a great article. I have read
you.
that.
Thank you. The article was very popular at the time. I think it received around 20,000 hits in the first week. So super popular article. And people have said to me, what was it that made your article so good? I think that rather than just trying to write academically about leadership, I simply spoke about some of the traits that I see in the very, very best people that I meet, and I took it down to 5 traits.
Cool. Thanks very much. It's a very thorough explanation.
Thanks.
And also I got a question, because I'm a one-man band. I'm only on my own. Although I do collaborate with other freelancers. And a lot of times, in a lot of circumstances, I got to work with bigger companies with a team. I would say communication is the key. I usually explain this whole situation and give the clients a guidance. I normally be very transparent and say to them, okay, if you want to achieve the result you want, we got to follow these steps. If you need to hit a deadline, you got to do this by whichever time. Yeah, I normally, I would say communication is the key. But sometimes it's still hard to persuade them that I got a leadership, because at the end of the day, I'm only on my own. Yeah. So do
Very
you have any
difficult.
suggestions?
You know, when you find yourself, because I understand completely, Mona,
Yeah,
and in
sure.
fairness, you're not in, whenever we
Yeah,
find
sure.
ourselves, I mean, lots of, I'm sure lots of the people that will be watching this video will be
Yeah.
contractors out there.
Mm-hmm.
They'll know where I'm coming from. You walk into a brand new situation with brand new
Yeah.
people. Quite
Mm-hmm.
often, the different people at a new organization are
Yeah.
going to have mixed opinions about
Yeah,
how they
sure.
feel the management is doing, how they feel
Yeah.
the company's doing,
Mm-hmm.
and also how they feel about this new person that's come in
Yeah.
to sort of,
Yeah,
well,
sure.
tell them what to do now. So
Yeah.
these situations are difficult.
Mm-hmm.
All I can say, I mean, or something that I've seen work very, very effectively in the past,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
when you're in that situation or prior to
Mm-hmm.
getting yourself into that situation,
Yeah.
obviously you need to understand, you need to be able to collaborate with your stakeholders.
Yeah.
You need the
Mm-hmm.
stakeholder sometimes to go and deliver some difficult messages that, in terms of your own interaction,
Yeah,
it's about
sure.
keeping, to a certain degree, a professional
Yeah.
distance, but
Mm-hmm.
also being understanding and listening to people. I
Yeah,
think
sure.
one of the biggest things that anybody wants is really to be
Mm-hmm.
understood, particularly if
Mm-hmm.
they feel
Yeah.
grieved about a situation. Because if they feel
Mm-hmm.
that someone's going to come in, quite often people are scared. I know that I used to work for a management consulting group, and I used to
Mm-hmm.
find that quite often I'd go out on an engagement, and some of the people that I would be working with, they'd be scared. They'd think,
Yeah.
either myself or one of my colleagues was coming in to wield an axe, and we weren't.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
if anything, it's about gaining that stakeholder engagement, and then it's about
Mm-hmm.
really working closely with individuals to
Yeah.
understand where they're coming from, and then
Yeah.
understood where they're coming from. Like I said about that Stephen Covey, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Really
Yeah.
trying to get on side and say, well, look, okay, what we probably need to do here is we need to meet
Yeah.
in the middle.
Of course, yeah. And also through this talk, I understand one thing. Because being a good leader, you got to understand psychology as well.
Sure.
That's why you told me that you would like to implement a Greek psychology symbol into
Oh,
your
absolutely, and
logo.
it's fine. In our Optitude logo, we've got Sigma,
Yeah,
which is the psychology
yeah,
logo.
mhm,
So, I mean,
yeah,
in the past, my background has been in psychology. I
mhm,
graduated in psychology.
yeah,
I went into HR before I went
mhm,
into
yeah,
search and selection, and I think
mhm,
understanding cognitive psychology and things like NLP and what have you,
yeah,
and
sure.
also a big one, absolutely huge, mindfulness, makes an awful lot of difference.
Yeah,
So, I'm very much the sort of guy into positive leadership. Horses for courses, in fairness, horses
yeah,
for courses, but
mhm,
vast majority of companies that
yeah,
I do business with,
yeah,
they will look for people that they consider to be professional, they
yeah,
consider to
sure.
be a safe pair of hands,
Yeah, sure.
and they consider to be the sort of person that's going to pull the organization together,
Yeah,
increase bottom line revenues,
yeah,
and
sure.
also, take the organization to the next level. So these
Yeah,
things are all key.
good. So do you like your logo with the symbol of a magnifier and a
Absolutely.
Greek
I,
psychology symbol?
we're talking about my logo here, and I'm now
Yeah,
feeling really, really embarrassed because
yeah,
what I should say is that, you helped me design this logo right off the bat.
yeah,
So the Optitude logo is thanks to you, and
yeah.
honestly, you are my go-to designer, be it for
Thanks very much. Yeah,
no, that's okay. Be it for graphic design, be it
yeah,
for be it for video, be it for
yeah,
the kind of flyers or the brochures
yeah,
we produce.
yeah,
What I like about your work is it's consistently
yeah.
good. I think the best thing
Yeah,
about you,
sure.
Mona, is the fact that I feel like I can relate to you. When we're working together, you come up with great ideas and
Yeah.
possibly it's not the best
Mhm.
thing. There's so many good things I could say, but you turn things
Thanks very
around
much.
so quickly. It's just untrue.
Yeah, thanks very much.
My pleasure. Honestly, I
Yeah.
owe you an absolute
So,
gratitude for our new logo.
so would you like to showcase the new logo on the screen with everyone?
Absolutely. So we produced a video for the
You
new
sure?
Optitude logo. The
Yeah,
logo was created first, and then it was
you sure?
put into a format so that
You
going
sure?
forward,
Yeah,
it can be run at the beginning of the YouTube
yeah, sure.
videos that I'll be
Yeah,
putting out shortly, and the
yeah,
LinkedIn videos.
yeah.
So let me just run that now.
Wow, exciting.
It's good, isn't it? I mean, this is your work,
Yeah,
so actually, I'm
yeah,
just sort of knocked over by
yeah.
this.
Yeah, thanks very much, Simon.
No, that was really good. That was an absolute pleasure. What can I say? Absolutely superb.
Mhm. Yeah, and I'm doing the website for Simon now. So afterwards, we will showcase to everyone. Okay, thanks, Simon, for my interviewee today. My pleasure. I wish you the best luck for
Thank,
your two companies.
thank
I
you.
believe you will be doing very well.
Well, just before I go, just one, I'd
Yeah,
just like to,
yeah.
already, I'm blown away by what we've got. So you're a star. Thank you.
Yeah.
In the past, when I've worked for
Mm-hmm.
larger organisations, we've been out
Mm-hmm.
to huge branding agencies,
Yeah.
what have you,
Mm-hmm.
back in the days of Select and Capita and
Mm-hmm.
companies like that. It's always quite painful dealing with these people. Dealing
Yeah.
with you has been really, really easy. Everybody knows where they stand.
Okay,
Everybody
thanks
knows
very
when the
much. Yeah.
deadlines are going to be hit.
Yeah.
So, what can I say? It's very, very good.
It's all about the communication skills.
It is. Sometimes clients are very nervous about using like the smaller
Yeah.
designers
Yeah.
out there and what
Mm-hmm.
have you. Personally, I think you are an undiscovered pearl in the
Oh,
design world.
I'm big-headed now. Thanks very much, Simon.
No, that's okay, Mona.
Okay, thanks very much. So stay home and stay safe. See you. Bye.